I feel like a lot of times Final Fantasy can either try and repeat the success of 7, or they can kind of just blend in with one another. Whereas this game feels legitimately, you know, real.
Ah, Clive.
Speaking of Will,
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say
we're on the
nothing.
DLC.
It's
All side quests are done. This is the DLC.
Nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it. His will? How? And where? In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
Fully agree, Scary.
Anything survived down there. Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I'm ready to leave when you are.
The fact that the DLC is like a side quest is so cool. It encourages you to do side quests, which I really appreciate. Also, hold on, we got some missives in my chamber, so I should probably check those out. Fully agree, Scary. We still got 3 slots? From her final 3 are gonna be. There still being 3 left is interesting. Ooh, from what game? Scary. My knowledge on Final Fantasy is actually more limited than one might think. Hmm. Ah, so from Yakuza. Okay, yeah, now I know who you're talking about. Yeah. So I gotta talk with Cyril. Hey, Joshua? Oops, sorry.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father.
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms. And only with all Rosaria striving as one might we last overcome it. I've made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way, it shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you.
An inheritance?
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
Okay.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides. Those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
I mean, I think you're right, yeah?
This is the Required Tree, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages. We have only to unearth them.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed.
Thank you,
He had
Disco.
intended
You're my
to
goat.
drain the heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I've been tracking its movements since you were but a boy.
Interesting.
Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Well, shall we? I see no problems with this.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
There it is.
Now. There it is. For House Rosfield. Nice try.
Got it. Send it. All right, blast a laser at it.
You're finished.
Well, that went well.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
I don't know if a griffin counts as fried chicken.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril.
Now, why
I
did
will
stream
be with him
reboot?
shortly. If you would excuse me,
That's weird.
I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
I should fix the title then.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands. Of the deep love he had for both of you. And his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us. For giving my service meaning.
The Founder's Grasp. Slightly better and slightly worse, but I think that health is a little bit more useful.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, Might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it. For it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Man, what a view.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there.
You deserve a rest.
What a place to be buried.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Whoa.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Just wonder, did we get anything new with the band? No. It's so interesting to me that they have all these different appearance things when there's only 2 options, you know? I don't know. The only other funny thing that I find so interesting is that Gotthard Damarang doesn't actually have a different model. It's just Ragnarok. Also, these 2 swords are ugly as hell. Of course I am. There's the battle helm. Oh, it's not. We received a missive. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we were not to seek to lighten that burden.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
There is indeed more. Oh, I'm sure it will. Yay.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Oh, our little brother being a little wingman. That's actually really sweet. Might as well take a peek. Wow, it really is like right there. They weren't joking. Oh. Wow. Visited all areas on the map.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
has nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Indeed, I think that's who we're going to talk to.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Oh, look at that.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen our... This should tide us over until the new
Wait.
moon.
Oh, for just a second there was natural lighting instead of the pink. I was like, oh, it's kind of nice seeing that again.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrek.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Going to Northreach.
And how might I help the garrison today?
I'm glad we are. I mean, this is the type of thing that really elevates a relationship, you know? To go above, I was going to say, to go above and beyond for someone you love. It means everything, even for something small, you know? Like, in my last well, I guess technically two, although I don't really consider, but that's a long story. In my last, like, real relationship, my partner made a joke about, you know, because I was working at a law school, made a joke about wanting one of the pens that I was packing up for an event. So I stole one of the pens. Stuff like that. Just simple stuff like that can really elevate it. And especially when it requires a lot of effort, you know? When you really go out of your way to look for something.
Meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Look, the school's not gonna miss the pens, right?
See them? The flowers. Our friends.
Why did you have to bite me? Alright. Send it. Oh, absolutely. What is it now?
What do you see, boy?
What? Who let the Minotaur in?
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Fuck it. Woo! That does some damage. Jesus Christ. Let's do it. I think this guy's about to get fucked up. What do you guys think? Oh my god, we killed it before these enemies decided to show up. Just send it. Blow him up.
That was harder than I expected. But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Oh, Joshua, you asshole. Where's Jill? On the balcony, okay.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
He didn't even wait for a response. He just said, nah, I'm good. Let's go.
There are so many.
This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Oh.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Scary, shut the fuck up. You asshole, I was thinking it
Where do
too.
you see us?
But we didn't need to say it.
When all this is over.
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Ah. Oh, what a quest. There we go. Now we've done it. We've reached the DLC. And we shall do both. So Clive and Jill get to, or Josh and Jill will be traveling with us for these missions, which I'm very excited for. There were a lot of I will say, they were great side quests, so I'm by no means upset that we had them to do, but we actually are on, you know, the side quests that should be very interesting. We are 97% of the way there, which I'm honestly incredibly excited for. We get very interesting content from here on. Echoes of the Fallen and the Rising Tide. Both, I think, are going to be really interesting. I've heard nothing but good things about both DLCs. I know we get Leviathan, I believe. I think that's what I read, but, you know. Man, what a nice quest to end on. They're crying in a good way. This game has made me cry, both... Mainly, actually, most of my crying from this game has been, like, heartwarming. The Torgal quest in particular really got to me, but that was just really sweet. So I'm excited to see what this DLC is going to have in store for us, because we got some good stuff coming, and then the end of the game. God, we have so many good single-player games lined up. We're kind of throwing in Metal Gear here and there, right? But beyond Metal Gear, there's also, I don't really consider this in, like, the list of games that we're playing, because Metal Gear we just kind of do from time to time. But for single-player games, once we get done with Final Fantasy, which is probably going to be at least another week, we got Nine Souls, which I'm looking forward to. And then after that, we're going to do Cyberpunk 2077, I believe. That's the plan. Silent Hill F will happen, but it's not going to be on release, I don't think, just because we got other things going. But I completely agree. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. It's goofy, and I'm happy we're doing it in bite-sized chunks instead of, like, sitting through and playing through the whole game in one go, because I think that gets grating. It's an awesome game with great gameplay and just terrible boss fights. Oh my god, the boss fights are awful. They are so bad. But, man, the game is so fun, so. Meanwhile, Final Fantasy 16 is just goated. I'm so excited to play Cyberpunk. I'll get the Phantom whatever, the Phantom Liberty DLC. I have never done a full playthrough of Cyberpunk, and it's a game with several endings, so I have, this is a game that, believe it or not, this is a game that I actually had pre-ordered, so fully had this game pre-ordered and everything, so I'm very much looking forward to everything we got going on. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Probably gonna do like a mono-wire hacking build inspired by Lucy, but we'll see what we do. Actually, there's probably, you know what? I actually thought about this. I don't know if this build is still viable, but it's like basically a vampire build where you inflict stacks of bleed that rapidly scale with a katana going into quick time with the Sandevistan, and then you basically just rapid restore health from it. Considering the fact that, you know, we're doing the whole vampire thing, I think it would be very fun to do that. But that is everything from me for tonight. Tomorrow is, oh my god, Zero Ichi, such a good song. Tomorrow is going to be extras. So be sure you register if you haven't already. We'll be live tomorrow with that, and then it's a normal streaming schedule until further notice, which I'm looking forward to. I love streaming. It's something I always look forward to, and it's something that always makes me happy at the end of the day, so I am excited to keep going with everything that we got going on. That's all good with me. I usually have a drink before every extras, or a couple, so I'm just balling. I'm having fun. But yeah, friends, thank you so much for hanging around. I think what we're gonna do to end off the night, because I think it's gonna be a good song to end on, we're gonna do Weight of the World. Yay! Stick in the near category. Let's go ultra depressing, but that'd be awesome, Yoshi. It would be awesome seeing you back competing. Never a bad time, especially after last week we had 30 people. Seems the new time slot definitely worked, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing how many folks we're going to get this week. Hopefully quite a few again, because the more the merrier. It's always fun having more people. But yeah, that's it from me. I hope everyone has an amazing evening. I'm going to make sure that the time, yeah, 7:45 p.m. Okay, we're good. Absolutely, anytime. I'm always here to hang. Means a lot hanging with you all, too. This is always even on a bad day, streaming always allows me to end the day off feeling good, so thank you all for being here. Have a good night, friends. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.
always past the